Novel is well for exploring creative and adventurous thoughts. Hi, hello, I am here with most important topic in English literature, and that is most important MCQs on Gothic novels in English literature. In every exam, there are highly chances of getting 2 to 4 marks on novels topic. So here we are going to start with first one. The term Gothic in literature originated from which language? Latin. Gothicus originally referred to which group of people? Goths. Initially, the term Gothic was used in what kind of way? Derogatory. When did the Gothic novel genre emerge? Late 18th century. Which of the following is not typically an element of Gothic writing? Comedy. Sixth one. Which novel is written by Anne Radcliffe? The Mysteries of Udolpho. Who wrote the private memoirs and confessions of a justified sinner? James Hogg. Bleak House was written by which author? Charles Dickens. Which novel is considered the first Gothic novel? The, the Castle of Otranto. The Monk is a work by which author? Matthew Lewis. Which Jane Austen novel is connected to Gothic literature? Northanger Abbey. Who wrote Frankenstein? Mary Shelley. Wuthering Heights was authored by Emily Bronte. Gothic is a novel by William Beckford. Who wrote Dracula? Bram Stoker. Gothic novels often emphasize which emotion? High emotion. Which of these is not a characteristic of Gothic novels? Celebration. Frankenstein belongs to which genre? Gothic fiction and science fiction. The Mysteries of Udolpho is mainly about a haunted castle. Gothic novels often use what setting? Medieval castle and ruins. Who is regarded as a pioneer of Gothic novels? Horace Walpole. Which novel involves a monstrous creation? Frankenstein. Which Gothic author also contributed significantly to the Romantic movement? Mary Shelley. What theme is commonly explored in Gothic novels? Death and decay. Wuthering Heights explores which Gothic theme? Love beyond death. Who was known for blending Gothic with social criticism in his novel? Charles Dickens. Which Gothic novel involves vampires? Dracula. The Monk by Matthew Lewis contains which Gothic elements? Supernatural horror and religious corruption. Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen mainly parodies Gothic novels. Fear and suspense in Gothic novels often come from unnatural and mysterious happenings. Which Gothic novel is considered a blend of romance and horror? The Monk. Who among the following used satire to critique Gothic conventions? Jane Austen. The Castle of Otranto was first published in which year? 1764. The setting of Wuthering Heights primarily symbolizes isolation and wild emotion. Gothic novels often feature what kind of protagonist? A flawed, emotional character. Which Gothic writer was deeply influenced by medieval architecture? Horace Walpole. Which Gothic novel is often associated with the theme of duality and hidden sin? The Private Memoirs and Confessions of a Justified Sinner. Gothic features a blend of Gothic with Arabian exoticism. Which of these elements is least typical of the Gothic genre? Logical deduction. Which novel showcases a complex villain in Ambrosio, a corrupt monk? The Monk. In Gothic fiction, nature often symbolizes the sublime and uncontrollable forces. Bram Stoker's Dracula primarily represents fear of the unknown and otherness. In Frankenstein, Victor Frankenstein represents the dangers of unchecked ambition. Which Gothic novel deals heavily with mistaken identity and psychological horror? The Private Memoirs and Confessions of Justified Sinner. Which of the following best describes the emotional tone of Gothic novels? Intense and dramatic. What was a common architectural inspiration for Gothic novel settings? Medieval castles. The villainous character Dracula is most often associated with which Gothic theme? Fear of death and immortality. The Mysteries of Udolpho features a heroine who is often gentle, sensitive, and virtuous. Northunger Abbey makes fun of the moral seriousness of Gothic novels. A recurring theme in Gothic novels is the exploration of human psychology and madness. That's it from here. Thank you all for staying with us. We'll meet you with another important topic soon. Stay connected with channel. Thank you very much.